Pre-COVID, the SBDC, and I don't know what the genesis of why they did this, but they set up an incubator out in Empire, which is the little town just south of us, to see how they could better support rural business. So we heard about this, we went to the incubator, and we had run, I think, our pizza shop for a couple of years when that had come out here. And so, you know, there are a lot of different people in the room with different varying ideas or, you know, progress into what they've done. And we had run the business, I think, a couple of years by that point. And so Kathy was there and we said, hey, Kathy, we've got this business and it's this pizza shop and let's tell you about it. You know, how can you guys help us, you know, grow this business, do better?
We ended up taking a full day course and then started working with Kathy directly. She advised us through some of the application processes that we went through. She introduced us to that RISE grant program and helped us apply for that, and then helped us for the monitoring process as we went through that, and successfully came out the other end, which was awesome. She helped us with our accounting. We had very rudimentary accounting systems in the beginning, and Kathy and the SBDC helped us get in touch with the proper accountant, and we took some classes. Christy took some classes on QuickBooks, and so our accounting is where it should be now. Yeah, super, all of it very, very helpful.
I think what was really critical is Kathy introduced us to folks in the accounting and legal realm that were sympathetic to our situation. You know, it wasn't a massive law firm that didn't have time for a little small business. It was people who understood where we were at, why the shoebox of receipts is real and that's okay, and we can also help you get past that. So it was really helpful to talk to people that were kind of interested in working with a business for our size and understood the struggle of being a small business.
Point where we ran out of electricity because our oven, we made the decision early on to run electric ovens because they're faster. We could have gone with propane, but we decided to go with electricity. And then as our refrigeration needs grew, we ran out of electricity. Our ovens suffered almost catastrophic failures because we were so maxed out on power. And so one of the things that we did we use SBDC loan money? So we used SBDC grant money to upgrade the power on this temporary property that we operate on. So, and we did that in order to meet that demand of running a third oven, running a fourth refrigerator, running a walk-in, cooler. So yeah.
We basically got to the limit of what we could sell with the equipment that we had, and we needed more equipment to increase the amount we could produce to then increase sales. We were at the limit of power, which is, being in rural Nevada, again, a real challenge because the power out here is not as stable as it is in the city. And so we realized that we actually just needed a full power upgrade. And so that was where when we heard about the RISE program, we went to Kathy and we said the number one thing we need is more power. And we know what we need to do to get it done, but it's a cost. And that was the huge increase last year. We were able to add a third oven so that during our busiest times we can output more pizza per hour, which is
ultimately the goal. Anyone that is serious about looking at their operation, that's serious about growth, that's serious about thinking about their operation as something that can be bigger than it is right now, really stands to benefit from having a relationship with SBDC and having a relationship with their advisor. They're going to help you think of things you didn't think of. They're going to help you find funding streams that you may not have considered. Very, very valuable. It's been very valuable for us. Strongly recommend anyone do that.